happy Hanukkah and happy Sunday. It's warm out. It is a nice, weirdly warm December day, but we're not complaining. Whoops. We're just happy to be out walking again. We've been out of our routine for the last couple weeks. Maddie and I were taking care of another friend's dog, and then that friend came back, and that friend and her dog were staying with us for another week or so. And over the holiday, there was Thanksgiving, and there was like all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff going on that was taking us out of our routine. And so I was thinking this morning about why routines are comforting, and why it's sometimes good to break out of them, and why it's nice to return if the routine is serving. And it's not like I have a thesis or anything prepared, but I was just thinking, you know, there's a comfort in knowing that when I wake up in the morning, Maddie is gonna greet me, and we're gonna take our time and do our morning check-ins that we do with our people. And we're gonna pull ourselves together and then come outside and do our walk. And we walk in our neighborhood where we're familiar, and the smells are Maddie's smells, and she can check in on who's been where. She loves the leaves, so she gets to stand and smell and pee on the leaves. And then we go home and she gets breakfast and I make tea and we get to work. And so for a while, with that routine being sort of disrupted, I had to let go of my attachment to the routine. And so at first I was like, well, this isn't my normal routine, and this is uncomfortable, and how do I do this? I actually spoke with my friend whose dog it was I was caring for, and I was explaining that I was like, this isn't the way my house normally looks, and this isn't the way I normally do things, and this isn't the way it usually is. And I thought it was strange that I was defending a routine. There's no reason to defend it. It was just different. But there was definitely a part of me that felt the need to explain what my normal routine was. I thought that was interesting, the defense of identity, the defense of what I think is true about me or real about me. And then I just kind of surrendered to the fact that it was like, you know what, while we have guests, the routine is put on hold. And that was nice. It was actually a little nice break once I yielded. Always, Spirit laughs and says, you know, when you yield, look how nice things are. And so today, after, wow, it feels like, I think it's been like 3 weeks, we are back in our routine. And what's different is that there's gratitude. It's not like, the daily grind. It's like, oh, a routine. I like this routine. It's good. And I was thinking a lot about my friends, my family of friends in Anchorage, who got shaken violently out of their routine last Friday, and are still trying to put themselves back together. Massive earthquake last Friday that even the most stalwart of Alaskans was saying this wasn't normal. This wasn't like our normal earthquakes. Did a lot of damage. And yet, you've got to love people in Alaska. No fatalities, no reported injuries. And people's houses stood. And even with the roads damaged as they are, things were back on track. And they're dealing with crazy aftershocks that are the strength of a normal earthquake. And there's lots of them. I think they've had over 700 in the last, 36 hours or something. It's been a crazy, crazy amount of aftershocks. And so their routine is completely shaken. People aren't going to work. People can't go to school tomorrow. The schools are closed. Folks have been saying, I keep putting things back up on the shelf and then the aftershock shakes them down. But they just keep doing it. There's a desire to return to the routine. Because there's comfort there. In the routine that feels normal and is healthy, there's comfort there. So if you're living in a routine and it's working for you, every so often, shake it up just a little bit to remind yourself to be grateful. If you find yourself in a routine that's not healthy, then definitely shake it up and find a way to make it more helpful and helpful and enjoyable. Hang on, Mads. And have a great Hanukkah and an excellent Sunday, whatever you're doing. And know that we love you, because we do. Peace.